Alright, hey guys, today we're going to do system test 64. So yeah, anyways, over here I replaced the walk test switch with a snap circuit one because the walk test switch didn't hold on well, so I just put the snap circuit one. But anyways, nothing else changed, except a few things. But anyway, over here we have my Faraday RCT bar. Finally, repositioned the pull stations, at least. Can't put any of the new ones I have, though I don't have their keys. Over here I have my system sensor MDL, and I'm going to tell you why. Over here we have my Siemens UMMT-S17, and its horn is set to continuous fixed high volume, and the strobe is set to fixed 1575 candela. So this is going to be the loudest alarm on the system. And it's not going to be synchronized by the MDL, but two other devices are. So anyways, so the reason why we have the MDL is because over here, by the way, I have my Faraday BG12L. Over here we have my Gentex Commander 3 remote strobe, and it's set to 75 candela. It's going to be synchronized by the MDL, but this isn't the main reason why I put up the MDL. Oh, and by the way, the Gentex strobe is going to sync a little early. It's going to like flash a little earlier than the pulses because that's the way it follows system sensor sync. So nothing's going to perfectly sync here, but it's going to stay at the same rate. Nothing's going to go super out of sync. So yeah. Over here we have my homemade pull station. We have this long wire because we got another loud alarm, which is my EST Genesis. It's set to code 3, probably high volume, which is the horn, and the strobe is set to 15 candela. I mainly put up the MDL so that I can silence the EST Genesis through a 2-wire operation. But still, two devices are going to be synced, and that is the Genesis and the Gentex Commander 3. So yeah. Though the Gentex Commander 3 is not going to perfectly follow the same protocol because that's just the way it follows it. The horns don't fit into the system sensor sync though. Only the strobe. By the way, again, the UMMT is not going to be synchronized by the MDL. It's running on the free run portion of the system. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the RSGT bar and immediately reset it because I want things to go quick because the UMMT is kind of loud. Anyways, yeah. 3, 2, and 1. It's so loud. Dang, the UMMT is so loud. I can't even. Oh well, there goes the Gentex Commander. The EST is also a bit loud, but it's on code 3, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. I like the fact that I put it very far from me. Immediately going to silence everything now. Oh my god. Alright, over here we have 4-wire strobe action. So basically the strobe is connected to a non-silenceable circuit. The MDL is already connected to a non-silenceable circuit, but it needs the horn control, meaning the horn portion. So yeah, everything's silenced. Over here we have the sync portion. But still, I'll show how out of sync the UMMT is here, because it's just a free run version. EST, oh, by the way, the EST Genesis only synchronizes when it receives the silence signal. But otherwise, it's not in sync when everything is unsilenced. So yeah, that's how it follows the protocol. But at least it silences, so yeah. But the but the newer LED devices though, their horn kind of goes out of pulse, but then goes back in. So yeah. The EST Genesis and the Gentex Commander are not in perfect sync. And then you got the UMMT. Oh, I can't show the EST Genesis because it's just out of range. Oh, and the UMMT strobe is very loud because it's not multi-candela. It's 1575. Funny thing is, before the UMHU came out, they still have some multi-candela free run and non-free run devices from the U series. Anyways, I reset that. We're going to treat the BG12 the same way. Actually, no, we're going to reset that after we silence everything. So yeah, go. Push and pull down. God, the UMMT is still kind of loud out here. I could barely hear the ESC Genesis. I can barely hear it. Alright, we're gonna go check on the ESC Genesis. Give a little ear rape from the horn. Oh yeah, the ESC Genesis took a little time to silence because the MDL, it silences everything late depending on when you silence everything. So I heard that one code 3 pulse from the EST when I silenced everything. Now it's silenced. But anyways, let's reset the BG12. Oh yeah, it is set to 75. Right. Now we reset this. Oh frick. Oh, I reset anyways because I shaked everything. Fan. Okay, anyways. Now let's go pull the homemade pull station. We're going to immediately reset it. And then we'll reset everything. So yeah. I'm taking the screwdriver. I'll make things quick as possible. UMMT is the loudest device on the system. I put it in my room. I don't know why I did, but my room has more height to it. So yeah. Now we're gonna pull this. What? Alright guys, so basically what was happening is that the pull station, my homemade pull station was kind of breaking apart. So I had to kind of fix it. I put it in walk test mode, and so basically there were a bunch of delayed responses, so there was a chance that it would have also caused a false alarm, but good thing it didn't happen. The switch is kind of getting faulty, but I fixed it to a point that it works again, but I think my pull station is reaching its lifespan. So anyways, I found a quicker way to reset it too. So yeah, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, there it goes. I found a quicker way to reset it. I just can't show it on camera. That should be reset. God, why did I set that to continuous? We'll show the strobe action one last time. So there goes the UMMT. Close the light and you'll see how insanely bright this is. Well, only from the front this is bright, but from the sides it isn't because it's on 1575 fixed. There goes the Gentex Commander 3 remote strobe. Right now it's already dark. And there goes the AC Genesis doing 2-wire audible sounds. Also quite bright on 15 candela, but doesn't have a legit reflector, but it's still quite bright for 15 candela. Sync portion. Yep, you see how delayed the AST Genesis is because it's following the system sensor sync protocol properly. The Gentex Commander isn't because it just follows it differently. And the UMMT is just independent. So reset this. If it doesn't reset, that means No, the PlayStation had a faulty reset. Okay, the PlayStation got reset. I have to do some repair work on it because it was kind of breaking apart. That's why I didn't activate everything immediately. I saw some lights flickering on this, but the alarms weren't responding, meaning the switch was kind of acting a little faulty. So yeah, guys, that was System Test 64. Loud UMMT. Bye, guys.